Hello and welcome to the Białowieża T-Prix, the second round of World Tour Virtual. Yesterday we had the qualifying, and if you need just a really quick refresher, here's the grid lineup: Girouni, Giulio, Kami, Botti, blah blah blah. You've heard this all yesterday, so yep, here's the qualifying lineup, the grid lineup, with the lineup for the race. With the results from qualifying: Girouni on pole. So let's get right into the race. Right, here we go. Girouni starting on the softs, Giulio on the hards, Kami on the mediums. It's a strategy fest over here. Botti, of course, in fourth. Girouni's running away already. He's got Kami and Giulio to fight against, but it looks like they're taking it a bit slower on the slower tires, of course. Here we are with Girouni in first, Kami's solidly in second. Giulio's having a little bit of issue with Botti there. He's on quicker tires. In fact, the three drivers right behind him are all on soft tires. He's on hards, but he's still staying ahead of them. He has lost Kami, however. Here's Botti behind him. The two Alfa Romeos chasing him down. Tried to make an overtake move there on Giulio, did not work out, and now Emma Box is fighting him for P4 and does slightly force Botti out there, allows Mr. Crunk to catch him as well down the inside, and behind we see Stefano as well. Emma Box gets a penalty for forcing his teammate wide, and we're going to have a rain here, everyone piling into the pits. Girouni on the wets, Kami, everyone's on the wets. Anyone gets blocked. Looks like Corvette there is getting blocked, so that's not good news for the Renault team. If Corvette pulls a little sicko mode move and goes crazy, as AI often does when they get blocked into the pits. So that's not good news at all. But Kami currently in P2, and looks like he's actually closing a little bit of the gap to Girouni. Looks like, yeah, he might be just about keeping the gap of half a second to Girouni. Now it's 0.3. Makes a mistake there, however, that's going to allow Girouni. Nope, it's Kami right up the back of Girouni. Looks to go down the outside, inside, thanks to this little wiggle here. And Kami's into the lead of the 33 lap race that we're currently having in the rain. Here's Kami in first, makes a mistake. Girouni makes the same mistake. He's in second, and Giulio in third, and it looks like it's this 3-horse race. Only these three that have any chance of getting a win here. Botti's still sticking it in P4. The Alfa Romeos aren't letting go of him for too long. Mr. Crunk down the inside. Jesus Christ, what a little boost of speed that was for him. And Botti's forced to defend himself from Emma Box, and he's got both the Alfa Romeos. Goes down the outside inside of that little turn one, if you can even call it turn one, but goes wide on the next turn, and Emma Box is through into P4, and these three drivers are going to be battling out for a long time. Botti, however, makes a decent move here, and he's managed to pull a bit away from the rest of the pack, so that's great news for the Audi team. Let's check how Levy is doing. Let's check the rest of the grid. Corvette started in P11. He's in P7 right now. Doesn't look like he's been affected by the blockage in the pits at all, so that's great news for Renault. Both drivers in the points, and that means Stefano is down into 8th place. 9th place, we have Levy, who's starting in 10th, and Suicide is taking up 10th current moment. Then we have Not That Guy, Girouni's teammate. He's in 11th at the moment, trying to get and on the points. So is Skip in P12. Then we have Jake. Bluebell Boy has dropped like a stone. In front of him is Arcaniac. Bluebell Boy only in 15th. And then Shiloh in 16th. Butter, Amateur, Belgian Senna, and then finally Kraft, the Cupra Leons, spending no tokens, and it really does show. Nowhere near the points for them. Kami's now pulled away from Girouni and running the show in P1 at the current moment. He's got the fastest lap as well. Looks like rain will be subsiding shortly. So we'll see what happens then. It's going to be sunny now, so the track is going to dry up even quicker. Botti has also ran away from the Alfa Romeos, who are still close to each other, and that might be to their detriment if they're battling too much, because Corvette looks to have caught up a bit of time to them as well, and they are battling, and that's not good at all. Emma Box now puts his teammate through the grass, and Corvette's just slowly catching them. Stefano, Levy, not that guy. Not much happening here. Not that guy has managed to get into the points ahead of Suicide, and that's about it here. It looks like 8 laps in, and because of this rain and it's separated the grid. Closest thing we have to action here is this Mr. Crunk Emma Box Corvette train, but they are also separated by half a second each. So not much to say. Nobody's pitting just yet for the dry tires. Stefano will be the first one. No. Levy might take this opportunity. No. Boring people. Jake. Perhaps Jake. No, it's still too wet for Jake and Arcaniac and Shiloh and Amateur. No one's gonna take this the risk. Not even Kraft, even though he has literally nothing to lose. So it does look like we'll have to wait one more lap until we get onto the dries here. Julo's in. Now that's solid. So now everyone from Julo downwards has petted. Corvette's getting blocked. Corvette's getting blocked once again. And that's seriously, that's the second time he's getting blocked. I will actually be surprised if he doesn't DNF this race. That would be the most impressive feat that any AI drivers has accomplished. Now let's see if Julo manages to gain some time on Girouni with his undercut, as Girouni and Kami are petting into the laps here, and Julo's driving past, and it looks like he's just behind Girouni here. Girouni's on faster tires. Julo doesn't care. There's a blue flag driver between them. Kami's gone on to hards. Julo slowed down massively by Amateur there. Interesting. But he recovers. He's still not far behind. Girouni's got a token advantage, so hopefully should be able to challenge for P2 here. Otherwise, that's going to be quite disappointing. Let's see, are the Alfa Romeos battling? You bet they are. Emma Box on faster tires, but that doesn't mean Mr. Kruk is going to let them through. Especially after what they've been doing the entire lap. Julo's got the fastest lap of the race. Julo's through into P2 at the current moment, under 2 seconds from Kami, and on faster tires might be able to make that count, especially since the gap is ever decreasing. Looks like the hards are suffering on this track, but Julo, what doesn't help Julo is Girouni's constantly on his back, and now takes back second place, even though Girouni gets the fastest lap of the race. Doesn't matter. For Girouni, and it's 2.6, and now it's under 2 seconds again, the gap to Kamikaze. Botti, kind of chilling in P4. Mr. Crunk isn't far behind. He should be worried a bit more about that because Mr. Crunk is now closer to him than Emma Box is to Mr. Crunk. Mr. Crunk looking for that sweet P4. Corvette's still in P7, did not manage to make his way past the Alfa Romeos. Then Stefano, not that guy, and Levy finishes off the points order. Skip behind him on the soft. Suicide also on the softs. Jake. Honda's not having a great time. Bluebell Boy managed to make it into Q3, but what's that worth when he's running in P19? Not much, I'm afraid. Not a single point from that. Julo's now back into P2, but if him and Girouni keep battling, Kami's just gonna be able to just kind of drive away with it. Mr. Crunk now into P4. He's beaten Botti for 4th place. And Botti now has another problem in the shape of Emma Box slowly appearing. in his rear wing mirrors. What the fuck am I on about? Rear view mirrors. Not much action at all here. Let's take a look at Giulio and Giruni ruining their chances to fight for the lead. Sorry, I'm a bit under the weather. Mr. Crunk's got the fastest lap of the race, and he is running away from Botti, and Corvid has managed to get past Emma Box, who now pets as his softs have degraded. Not that guy getting in front of Emma Box as a result. That's interesting. Not Stefano, though. Giulio has managed to run away further from Girini now, who's struggling on those softs. Corvid passed Botti. Botti's dropped down to 6th. That's a shame for the Audi team, but they're still holding down double points positions. Not that guy in 7th. Slowly making his way up the order for Peugeot. But Emma Box sees the opportunity and passes him. Now that guy tries to put that down the inside, but into the next hairpin it's the outside, and he loses tons of time on going wide there. Girini and Chulo have pitted, Kami hasn't, and it's an 11-second gap as a result. Down to 10 seconds. Kami's still not pitting. So let's see if Julo and Girini might manage to work out some sort of an undercut here, gain a bit of time on Kami. Of course, it only works if they manage to gain time and catch up. Can I say, after the start, there's not much action going on. Mr. Crunk pets. Corvid is on dead mediums, gets P4, but at what cost to any undercuts that may come his way? And there might be plenty. Not that guy petting for hards. Drops down just behind Stefano, so not much cost there. Levy's just kind of chilling in 10th at the moment. He was gonna want to pet soon, though. Doesn't want to risk the skip. Looks like Skip might actually pull off a huge undercut on it. Girini gets into P2. Kami, will he pet this lap? We're at lap 20 of 33. Still not into the pets. What is he doing? What is he doing? Girini and Julo might actually pull off a huge undercut here. If Kami's still not into the pets. Why has he just lost 3 seconds? What has happened with the timesheets? Levy also not petting, and I think that's even worse. Kami is in 1st. Lev is in 10th. Lev is in an important position here. Skip has managed to catch up to the back of him before Levy has even pet. Has he been waiting for rain? What is happening in this race with the AI strategy? It punts the Skip into the grass. That's wonderful. Sportsmanlike driving there. But you don't have it in control over your AI driver, so blame the AI, not yourself. Suicide gets past as well, and Lev is down into P12. At what cost? Did he extend there? Kami also finally into the pets onto mediums. Jaruni's right up the back of him. I don't think these mediums will last until the end of the race, so it's going to be another pet for Kami. But same goes for Jaruni and Julo, who's a bit back. Now, Emma Box is right behind Mr. Crunk, fighting for P4. Don't rule out Botti yet, neither should you rule out Corvid. Not that guy. quite solid in 8th. Stefano close behind in 9th. Skip currently in 10th, but maybe Lev will manage to catch up to him. Slowed down by Kraft there, who's still running. And last, it's a reverse 1-2 for Cooper Leon at the moment. We saw a bit of fighting there between Kami and Juruni, but looks like Kami has managed to get away, albeit temporarily. Gotta get a bit of water there, feeling under the weather today. So I'm sorry for my less than ideal enthusiasm to do with the race. I'm tired and dead. Here we go for nothing. Emma Box gets passed by Botti for P6. Corvid passed him earlier. He's now in P5. Botti's looking to make his way over, but he doesn't have. Corvid has the fresher tires. Mr. Crunk is soft and he's just chilling. Juruni and Julo once again have dropped the ball and lost tons of time to Kami. I don't know what Kami's doing, but it seems to be working very well. And he is in first as a result. Kami makes his way past Mr. Crunk. Surely Mr. Crunk has to pit soon. Those softs have seen better days. Back when they were pitted for. Here in goes Mr. Crunk. Botti past him. Emma Box. No, Emma Box into the pits as well. It's that double stack for Alfa Romeo. Girouni and Jewel losing tons of time on Kami. Damn. Julo's into the pits for a cheeky little soft strat to end off the race, and undercutting Girouni and undercutting Kami. Surely Kami's still pits in this race. Girouni's still not into the pits and he's getting swamped by blue flag drivers. Let's take a look at the grid. Kami in first. Medium starting to show wear and tear. But I wonder if he's planning to stick with them until the end of the race. Should have picked hards instead if he was planning that. Girouni on the hards that are not going to last for much longer. There's his teammate trying to unlap himself. The easiest thing to do. Girouni into the pits. Kami comes out of the pits with soft. Julo with an undercut, but is it enough to catch Kami and challenge him? Doesn't look like it right now. He does have the fastest lap at 34.70. And he's looking to try his best to close the gap here. It's 1.5 seconds gap now. After that hairpin loses the time gained back on the next one and then gains it back. And then here we are, still 1.5 seconds gap, 1.7. Not looking too great for Julo to win the race. Looks like Kami has it in the bag with his strategy. Despite all the undercuts, it looks like he's managed to stay out with the durability, use the tire wear to his advantage, and cover off the undercuts from Julo and Girouni to win this race. Here he goes for the right-hander to start lap 31. Meanwhile, Mr. Crunk running in P4, not too far ahead of Corvid, who's got slightly fresher softs. Then we have Emma Box further away in 6th. Then it's Botti in P7, so he's lost a few places, sadly enough. Stefano in 8th, Not that guy down in ninth, but he looks to get his way past Stefano on fresher and quicker tires. And then Levy is back in P10 running for that single point. Beating Skip on strategy, Skip and Suicide. Julo has just lost more time to Kami. Jiruni has finally pitted for those softs. But I think this is what the podium is gonna stay as. Jiruni gets slowed down massively there. Go Kami's about to start his final lap, and he is about to secure first Renault Megane victory in the World Tour Virtual after a win in the sprint and the race by Peugeot last round. Looks like Renault are able to challenge them definitely for that title. All thanks to a single turbo upgrade this week. Or maybe the track just suits them better. Here we go, call me for the final hairpins. Just technical one here. Final right-hander. And Kami is your winner for the Białowieża T-Prix. Second place goes to Jiruni, who's managed to pass Julo, who finishes third. Fourth place will most likely go to Corvette here. Fifth for Mr. Crunk. Sixth for Emma Box. Seventh for Botti. Not that guy. Eighth. Stefano ninth and Levy 10th of the points finishers. Jesus Christ, the gap between fourth and third is ginormous. Corvette spending no tokens finishes top 4. Mr. Kronk spending 2. It's 5th for him. 6th for Emma Box. Great result for Alfa Romeo. Botti through into 7th indeed. Not that guy into 8th. Stefano 9th, and Levy in 10th means it's double points for Audi RS3 as well. Great comeback after that round 1. Hopefully we will see them continue on this streak of double points, double top 10s, and Q3. Go, and it looks like only half the grid manages to finish. Yep. Only half the grid manages to finish in time. And here are your final results. Kamikaze wins the Białowieża T-Prix. Jiruni and Julo complete the podium. Julo gets the fastest lap. A performance to forget for the Cupra Leon drivers, as well as the Honda Civic drivers, and the Hyundai Elantra drivers, and the Opel Astra drivers. All 4 of these teams scoring no points this round, but most of them also not spending any tokens, so it's not the worst thing in the world. So that is all for this round of World Tour Virtual, and we'll see you next week for Brno. That will be an interesting track, so we'll see you then. Bye bye.